You get that money, get that wealth. After you get that wealth, suddenly you will shout. Nothing doing, keep quiet. Which if you keep quiet, you will shout, then everybody will start asking, no, 10 rupees. Can you give me 30 rupees? Can you give me $100? Can you give me one gold? Everybody will ask. So don't do it. Keep quiet. And stay in the same hutment for a few days. So that everybody knows nothing will happen. Then slowly, take some money, take little gold, one piece of gold, one piece of diamond, start investing before anybody knows. Then you are very well established. Then you move out, everybody knows, and you share with everybody. Okay? Exactly like that. Tatha aptokti khananam. You go to the teacher. And what was my life? I was thinking I'm a miserable little worm. Not only I am miserable, even there are religions to come and tell me I am stupid. As though I need a religion, I need a guru, I need a God to tell me I am stupid. I know it. Do I need a religion to come and tell me you are separate from God? To a poor man, is it necessary to somebody else to come and say, you are poor? What does he say? Get lost. I know it. If somebody is going there, you should tell him you are rich. So, already you are thinking you are so small, little useless fellow. Now the teacher comes and aptokti. What he says? You are Brahman, immortal, infinity, absolute. Really? In the hutment of your physical body, the Brahman is. Dig. Really? Now once you do it, tell everybody, see, don't disturb me, I am going to see Brahman inside me tonight. I am going for a little contemplation into that place, don't disturb. You know how people do that rubbish. Now say from that you can understand mass meditation. Right? Yeah, you hold my, I hold mine, you give me energy, I give you synergy. You know, you all nonsense, all that people talk about it. You give me some agitation, I give you some agitation. And not only that, there are groups who shall say, you must tell other person, I love you. I must say, I love you. If I don't say it, I am egoistic. How wonderful. I mean, a perversion to the core. Ishvara, Ishvara. You listen. And when you listen to it, you go with him. Where have you taken your words from? From the teacher, from the scripture. You have taken the words. Why is it so? Because by myself, listen carefully, you don't have the concept of infinity, immortality, absolute happiness. You don't have those concepts. That I am the source of everything, how do you even doubt? That is where Guru Vedanta Vakyadishi Vishwas. The teacher points out. But just because a teacher points out, shall I take it? No, dig it. That is where comes your contemplation. Sravana Manana Divi, Dhyana Manana. First you listen. If you are ready, while listening itself, you can hit it. No problem. But suppose you see the possibility, hey, there's a lot of, whatever the person is speaking, there is a lot of truth in it. True, I have to be myself. Not the thought, not this body. Okay, so you don't talk about it to anybody. When you pick up, suppose you go inside and you see what all the teachers say, the thoughts are effortlessly coming and you are very good. Now suddenly you don't feel wonderful, I have all the thoughts. So you start sharing with people. No. Don't talk. Until you are a master, don't open your mouth. What I say, I must see. Then only you say, or else don't say. If you see, you say. If you don't see, don't say. To destroy yourself and to destroy others. When without seeing, people start talking, already they become gurus. That is why in today's time, these new age gurus, half of them, 90% of them, They have already started talking even before they know what it is. Therefore, they cannot learn again. Because once you start teaching, please understand, once you start teaching, you stop learning. Because if you start learning, after you start teaching, if you want to start learning, suddenly you will see to whom you are teaching, they will not respect you. Because they think you are still learning. How can you teach? So to satisfy your little sense of, apparent superiority, that the student should not underestimate you, you pretend not to learn anything. Even though you don't know anything. You remain half-baked, students are totally destroyed. Understand? You dig up. You see for yourself. Manana, dhyana. When whole world is asleep. Isolation. All by yourself. Don't compare notes with somebody even. Are you meditating? What's your problem? When you drive in the highway, do you keep your car under control or you keep other people's car under control? So why are you trying to control other people's lives? Understand yourself. Don't say, Swamiji, here I am, everybody is disturbing me. You are such a jewel and everybody only disturbing you. Ask yourself the question, not why others are talking. Why am I reacting? That there are conjunctivitis, virus of different diseases in the world is not a problem. They have to be there. They are part of the creation. Ask, why my immunity is down? Make yourself strong. You can destroy all the virus. It doesn't work. Are you getting that point, please? You understand what I'm talking? You can't stop people from talking. You can't stop people from commenting. You can't stop people from doing anything, whatever they want to do. You can't be free for themselves, for them. You can be free for yourself. So you look at yourself in your own isolation. You move in. That is why a conducive atmosphere, where an ashram, an institution, teaching institution place, where everybody knows his responsibility. If you see somebody is quietly sitting, don't go there and open your mouth. In your home, if you sit down quietly, everybody will say, hey, why are you keeping quiet? Why are you keeping quiet? Because there everybody always supposed to shout. But in ashram, somebody is sitting down quietly, you are supposed to sit down quietly. If you can't sit down quietly, if you are restless, don't talk, go and disturb everybody. Are you getting that point, please? Even somebody locks the door, don't knock unnecessarily. What business have you got? That is why, with this beautiful atmosphere, when your privacy is assured, food is taken care, everything is taken care. It's a long rope. If you use it, you swing. You misuse it, you hang. Choice is yours. Understand? There is no rigid discipline. That is for retarded people. You should not do this. How long can you go on talking nonsense? Grown-up people, leave them alone. That is why you don't see all those don't, or do. None of these things are there in this. Yes. If you have decided to be miserable, why should I make you happy? If you want to kill yourself, go and do it. Anyway, another lives are there. It's not mindlessness, heartlessness. If it's like that's why you cannot change a person unless the person is himself willing to change. It's difficult. You waste so much of time on one person, thousands of people can be wasted. It's like keeping one comatose fellow alive in a hospital and 10,000 healthy people who have minor diseases can be cured with that type of money. Strange systems. What can you do? Hey, suddenly people say, oh Swamiji, you are very cruel. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Please understand. So in your isolation, Shravana, Manana, Devi, Kriyate, you see that. And when you see that, now suddenly don't shout, hey, I think I've understood it, no? Come on, or start talking with your enthusiasm. You know what will happen? Everybody say, hey, teach me a little now. Give me the time for yourself. You understand? Can you tell me? Now suddenly you'll see all your time will go. Don't give your time like that. Then you will have no time for yourself until you are established. Are you getting that? That is why even if you understand, definitely you are far better than average people who don't know anything. But don't teach for some time. First teach yourself. Can you handle every thought, every emotion? And once in a while, of course you are interacting with people. When you are interacting, you also can find out how far you are reacting, how much you are responding. Average person reacts. Wise man responds. There is a difference between reacting and responding. When you are reacting, hey, idiot, come here. I'm not an idiot. You are an idiot. Your father is an idiot. Other reaction. Responding is, hey, you idiot. Am I an idiot? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm not an idiot. No, I'm not an idiot. This fellow is stupid. It's okay. You are cool. In a response, are you getting that point? You are responding. Are you getting that? That is why every speech you make, deliberate. Every action you do, deliberate. So, Tad Brahma, Tadvat Brahma Vidopadesha Mana, Brahma Vidupadesh. So you go to the teacher, get the Upadesha, then Manana, Dhyana Divi Labhyate. You listen, Shravana, Manana you contemplate, and with words you contemplate. When you see it what it is, words are not needed. No thought is a distraction, nothing is a problem. You see it. Maya karyati rohitam swamamalam. Thus, with this, all the ignorance, Maya means ignorance here, ignorance and ignorance burn, moods, emotions, thoughts, everything goes away. That is how you see the truth. Na duryukti bhi, not by stupid logic. Duryukti, yukti is logic. Du stands for the stupid, bad logic. Some people simply logically, like one fellow, if you ask him, hey, why don't you meditate for some time? Why should you meditate? If you know, why should you meditate? If you don't know, how can you meditate? This is known as durukti. A sort of a intellectual jugglery. Or you tell a person, why don't you read for some time? What is there to read? I am holding my nose, it's so quiet. So, to all the time you must hold your nose, to be quiet. Are you stupid? Just think. It's spontaneous, it is something yourself, instantaneous, effortless. That you see it for yourself. Okay. Having told this, now after all that, he has motivated the student. Therefore, he says, Tasmat, read. Tasmat sarva prayatnena bhavavanda vimuktaye svenaiva yatna kartabhyah rogadaviva panditaihi tasmat sarva prayatnena bhavavandha vimuktaye svenaiva yatna kartabhyah Rogada viva panditaihi. See the student, see how impressed the teacher has become with the student's question. And what is the question? Do you know? What is that? Konamagandha kathamesha agata katham pratisthasya katham vimoksha. Then Kosavanatma paramaka atma tayor viveka vijityadam. Beautiful. Remember that. See, beauty. That whole question will be dealt with. The student has asked a fantastic question. What is this? What is this bondage? Who am I? What is this I am not? How do I do discriminate? All these things are telling that if I get out of the ignorance of myself, I will be free. What is this? The student is, ooh. So beautifully has asked the question. And teacher remembered, and when the student asked this question so beautifully, the teacher is so mightily impressed. He says, son, you are blessed, blessed you are. Wonderful question you are asking. He is not saying, don't ask silly questions. What is the ignorance? Who is ignorant? Don't ask silly question. Don't do that. If you don't know, don't reflect. The biggest mistake that the so-called teacher, they are not teachers, they are cheaters. The so-called cheaters, they do that, they deflect the question. You are a little smart, you can always deflect the question. Today's new generation, gurus are, most of the people are like that. I was reading other day one book, a few people have written some books, such garbage. Highest order garbage. All with pompous words. Oh, you should have this, centering, you should energy, do this, and then do like this. And why talk? What is there in words? Oh. Please, please, please. How beautifully the teacher is impressed. That you, blessed you are, that you have asked such lovely questions. And no teacher is afraid of questioning. Why? Because he has the answer for which you have no question. And who knows himself about this subject, he has answers for which you have no question. So no teacher is ever affected by a question. Never. So there is no question of reflecting it. So he tells him, Tasmat, since it is so, Ajivan, give as an example, Ajivan, when you are hungry, you satisfy your hunger. You don't send somebody else to eat food. When you are bound, you must find the release for yourself. In yourself, there is nobody else can be freed for you. You can't say, my guru is liberated. That means nothing. You must be free. Tasmat, sarva prayatnena bhavabindha vimuktaye swenaiva yatna kartabhya. Therefore, swenaiva, by one's own self, yatna kartabhya, you must put forth effort, you must strive for your own liberation, bhavabandha vimuktaye, in order to get out of this so-called bondage in this changing universe. You must do it. Just like rogado iva panditehi, as even a person who is conscious, smart, learned, discovers that he has a disease. He finds out a medicine and takes the medicine for himself. He doesn't say, I am diseased, please you take medicine. You do that? Same way. Don't say, my guru is liberated, I shall be liberated. No. You have to do it for yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Somebody can facilitate the understanding, but you must see it for yourself. Like any teaching. When you want to be a top-class mathematician, you must see what your mathematics teacher sees. If you want to be a top-class physicist, you must see what your physics teacher sees. If you want to be awakened unto yourself, you must see what your teacher sees. Expressions will vary. You see for yourself, I see for myself. My training is, I am a literature student or I was a physics student. If I am a physics student, when I am teaching you, the truth will remain same. Examples I'll bring in from science. You shall bring in from literature. Somebody shall bring in from dance and from music. Your examples will vary, but the truth will not vary. Are you getting that point, please? Language. Language of your own experiences in life. Whatever you have gone through, those are the language you shall speak. Are you getting that? Those days, if you see in the book, Shankara's books, if you see, thousands of years back, what were the artifacts in the house? What are the things they were having in their house? Ghata, pata. Pot, mud pot and a cloth. What else was there? Crystal, chandelier, platinum, diamond. They had only two things. Pots for cooking, dresses for putting on. Nothing else was existing in that room. Nowadays you go into a room, ooh, why? We are in a different time. Suddenly don't say, oh, it's a luxury. What rubbish, don't say luxury. You thought cell phone is a luxury. Now without cell phone you can't move. When you hear people are under the earthquake, they have been buried, and with a cell phone they could be rescued. Suddenly you discover, hey, it's better to have a cell phone, you know. You are stranded in the middle of the road somewhere, and you see suddenly there is a signal and you can call and people come for rescue. What a help. So don't say it is good or bad. It's how you use or misuse. There is nothing called luxury. If you know how to use it, everything is beautiful. If you misuse it, everything is useless. Please. Anyway, so examples will vary because of your teaching. But you, because of your past learning and experiences. But you must see the truth for yourself. Therefore, I am so happy the teacher says that you have come and asked this question. Read next. Yastvaya kruta prashna Bariyan Shastravin Matah Sutra Praya Nigudharthe Jnatavyascha mumukshubhihi Shrunusvavahito vidvan Yanmaya samudiryate Tatte tat sravanat sadyah Bhavabandha vimokshase Shrunusvavahito vidvan Yanmaya samudiryate Tadetat sravanat sadyo Bhavavandhat vimokshase. The teacher is mightily impressed with the brilliance of the student. That is why when a student comes and says, I am fed up with his life, the teacher says, fantastic. When he sees a conflict, don't have a conflict, go watch a movie and forget it. What are you talking? Take a little, take little drugs, drink one alcohol, have little sex. You understand? Go and watch a movie. Solutions, right? Or all these are religious activity. Secular solutions are these. Drugs, alcohol, sex, food, pleasure, sensation. Enjoy yourself. Religious solution is deny yourself. Nothing doing. Keep yourself closed inside a cave or in your room, look at the wall. For 10 days, don't talk to anybody. You drive people nuts. When a person comes with a conflict, the real teacher is absolutely happy. At last somebody showing the sign of waking. Conflict is the sign of growth. Understand? If there is no conflict, you are not growing up. A child has no conflict. Everything is fine. Food is fine, no food is fine, any dress is fine. The child doesn't, child has no conflict. So shall I give him a Nobel Prize and shall I say, you are the compassionate, awakened one? What nonsense. Conflict is a sign of your growth. Growth means losing your innocence. You have to lose your innocence at one time. Don't be always say, very nice, like children, like parents talk about children, Swamiji, my daughter, my son, 19-year-old, 18-year-old, power, very, very innocent, doesn't know anything. Yes, in front of you, they pretend as though they don't know anything. Outside, they paint the whole world red. You understand? Don't be stupid. How long can you remain stupid? No. Please. Don't take pride in their remaining innocent. See that they are having conflict. And also know how to resolve the conflict. That is the beauty of the teaching. The teaching doesn't solve. Simply solution, resolution. There is a difference between simply solving a problem, temporary. It is like patchwork. In a patchwork, like psychology does it. It has its own place. I'm not being critical. Like psychology. There is a family therapy, workplace therapy. There is a sports psychology. For sportsman, this is one. For family, this is the one. For this is that one. Hey, then as a family man you are working. As a team worker in the office you are finished. In the teamwork in the office you are okay. As a passenger in the train you are fighting with everybody. Fix the guy so that he plays all the roles good. Are you getting that point, please? So different types of psychology? What nonsense is that? It's like telling, Swamiji, I can drive only Toyota. I can't drive Mercedes. I learned in Mercedes, I can't drive Volkswagen. Oh. Hey, why don't you swim in the river? No, only in the pool. I know swimming, only in the pool. What rubbish? When you know swimming, you can swim anywhere, everywhere. Cycling, can you drive a motorbike? Yes. Which one? Yamaha. What about Honda? No. Why? Can you do that? I can handle chocolate, but I can't handle rice. What is this? Every perception, every thought, every situation, you know how to handle it. So conflict should come. When the conflict comes up, you don't simply give a solution. It's okay. No. From that, listen carefully, from that little conflict, can you lead the individual to recognize the fundamental conflict of life? A person comes and says, Swamiji, education is very tough. I don't want to read. Other fellow says, I am very worried about my job situation. Another person says, I am very much worried about my monetary, financial situation. Other person comes and says, Swamiji, my personal life gone bonkers. How do you solve their problems? It looks like 4 people have 4 different problems. One on education, one job, one finance, one personal situation, right? Or the same person can have education, solve the education problem, job problem comes. Job problem is solved, money problem comes. Money problem is solved, personal problems come. Are you getting that? 4 people can have 4 different problems, or one person can have 4 different problems, right? But you go to the fundamental problem. What is that? Ask the person, why do you want education? Swamiji, I want to be educated. No, without the education, we cannot do anything today. Okay, so you want education for education's sake, or you want to do something? Of course, I want to do something. What do you want? Job. So that is not job man's problem. What type of job you want? Why do you want a job? Paisa, money. Without money, how can I handle? Why do you want money? So that I can have a nice girl, nice boy, Personal relationship, I can get married to them. Good education, good money, good house. So I can have a nice partner, good wife, good husband. All these things for what? So that I can be happy in life. So, you want happiness or a wife? Husband. And happiness or a job? And happiness or money? Happiness or all these things? Swamiji, I'm tired of these things. I want to renounce everything. Why do you want to renounce? Is it for renunciation's sake or happiness' sake? So one looks for happiness in indulgence, other looks for happiness in renunciation. Who is better? Both are stupid. If you want education, go to university. If you want job, go to the company. If you want money, go to bank. If you want things, go to shop. If you want a personal relationship, go to another man or woman. If you want a happiness, where should you go? There is no another person. There is no outside address. You have to be yourself. Can you change that little conflict of the individual? Can you shift that little conflict of the individual to the fundamental conflict and give him the ultimate direction in life? That is teaching. Rest, cheating. In our ashram, we give you song, you come and sing songs, nothing else. You come here and look between your eyebrows and look at some fancy light. Park your body for half an hour and give us donation and go. Gadhe. You understand? Donkeys are created. Sincere people come, destroyed completely. Because poor thing doesn't know anything. That is why. The teaching, understand, the teaching, the self-knowledge, self-awareness. Why the teacher is so happy with the student? Because he has not come to ask, can you solve my education problem? Can you solve my financial problem? Can you solve my personal problem? No. What is this? Even after having all this, I am tired. Happa, wonderful fellow has come now. Or I gave up everything, but still nothing is happening. Beautiful. Are you getting that? The more frustrated you are, more wonderful student you are. You are a darling of the teacher. Why? That is how it should happen to you. When the person is waking up, don't put him back to sleep. Are you getting that point, please? You know what you do? In your cheating, temporarily solving the problem. All these new age religions again, I am so tired. Temporarily putting back to, again to putting, the fellow wants to wake up. You are putting him back to sleep. He comes for a solution. You say, sing a song. I'll hug you. I'll touch you. You look at a star. I didn't come here to see star. I want to be the star of my life. Don't show me a star inside my head. What nonsense. But what the students know? They don't know anything. Credulously, with their faith, with their belief, they invest their faith and you destroy the person. So can you shift the simple problem of the individual to the fundamental problem? That, hey, what do you want? Happiness. That's what he says. Yat swayadya kruta prashna bariyan shastra vinmatah. How the teacher is so full of appreciation. Toya adya prashna kruta. The question that you have asked, he tells the student, oh son, the question that you have asked today, it looks like you are shastravit variyan matah. That's my opinion. That's my conclusion. That you must be a very learned fellow and a tremendously discriminative individual. You are a bright boy. Sutra praya nigudartha jnatavyasya mumukshuvihi. Mumukshuvihi, by those people who are interested in liberation, they must ask this question that you have asked. Sutra praya. Very succinct, very simple, few words, deep meaning. Sutra. Sutra meaning, that word sutra means, it must be alpaksharam. Alpaksharam, very limited words. Saravat Vishwado Mukham. It must be one little word, but it will have too many implications. Can you talk like that? Sutra. Alpaksharam asandigdham. Saravat Vishwado Mukham. Beautifully they define it. A sutra is like a E is equal to mc square. It's like a sutra. E is equal to mc square is sutra, like a formula. A formula is very small but very potent. Very small, 2-3 letters. Same thing. Your question is very simple but very potent. You have put everything in one para, in one verse. Sutra parayani gudartha jnatavyascha mumukshu. The people who are desirous of liberation, they must know it. And therefore, now it says srunusva avahite srunusva avahito vidvana. Attentively, avahitaha srunusva. Now listen, hey vidvan. Maya samudiryate. Now I am going to tell you the answers. What you have asked the question, I will tell you. Tadetat sravanat. Listen, beautiful statement. Tadetat sravanat. Tat etat sravanat. That question which that answer which I am going to give it to you, by listening to that, sadhyo bhavavandha vimukshase. Listen, sadhya, fresh. Now and here you shall be free from the ocean of bondage. Doesn't say, now you listen, next life you may be free. Tomorrow, no. As you listen, sadhya means fresh. Now and here. You shall be free. Now and freer. Why? Because you are free. That is why you shall be free. It's not that I am going to make you free. The teacher doesn't say, okay, do my service, massage my foot. You may get it. Dakshina comes first. That is again another dangerous. Gave this much money, come for this. Oh, you. Where the tradition, where it has gone. And people also think nowadays, the whole thought, the generation, even the thoughts have changed. Like people think they can have a consultant, like private coach. You can have a man who can give you consultancy on your financial investment banker. You can hire a doctor who can give you a checkup every day. You can hire a consultancy for your travel, for your office, for your home, for your every sphere. So people think a guru also is another consultant to be hired. I give him donation and I keep him hired. And the guru also says, you don't worry, I am here, you need not worry. Wonderful. You understand? The teacher is confused, the student also confused. That is, student is confused is natural. When an ignorant man is confused, that is how he should be. But a person who pretends to be wise, that becomes the most dangerous thing. Why? Those who deal with mind must have total insight into mind, or else they shall destroy everybody else. That is right tradition. See that very, very clearly. Sadhyo mukti bhavishyasi. You shall be free right now. Bhavavandhat vimokshase. You shall be free. You listen to this, you are free. Now, as you listen. Why is it so? Listen. Because in life, there is only one truth. Now and here. Vartamana atra. Here, now. That is the truth. There is no other truth in life. Please see. All the other things are relative things. Do you have a problem? Listen carefully. Do you have a problem? Yes. You shall solve it after 10 years in Himalayas. When somebody tells you that, that itself gives you a relief. Why? After 10 years in Himalayas, I'll solve it. Okay, let me suffer 10 years. When I reach there in Himalayas, it will solve my problem. Some people can go through that. Like, are you getting that? Like, somebody can postpone you for Himalayas. Somebody can postpone you for heaven. Those who are the great, great artists in postponement. In the Himalaya, this life there is no chance. Only after death in the heaven you shall have the freedom. Huh? What is that? Are you getting that? What is the difference between postponing for tomorrow and next life? Both one and the same. It's postponing, no? Listen carefully. Both shall be cheated. Why? Suppose you say, today, right here and now in this ashram, you are miserable. After 10 days, when you reach London, you shall be happy. Okay? Now, think. Here, now, ashram, you are unhappy. I have given you hope. Then, there, in London, then after 10 days, you shall be happy. So, you feel, wonderful. I'll be very happy after 10 days. It's okay. Let me suffer these 10 days. You reach London. When do you say you reach London? As long as London is there, you have not reached it. When you reach there, there becomes here. Unless there becomes here, you have not reached it. Until then becomes now, you have not reached in time. Unless there becomes here, you don't reach in space. Unless then become now, you don't reach in time. So if you reach then and there in time and space, it has to be now and here. Okay, now and here if you are miserable, how are you going to be happy then and there? Because when you reach then and there, it becomes now and here. So if now and here you are miserable, can you be happy then and there? Because there is nothing called then and there. It has to be, it's a continuous now and here. Life is a continuous now and here. So some people, because you can verify it here, because suppose secular, that is secular promises can be questioned, challenged. When you get a Mercedes, when you get a Ferrari, when you get a big car, when you get a big house, big money, you shall be happy. You got the big car, big money, big house, big wife, big husband, nothing happened. Hey, boring. So at least you have a chance to question and challenge the fellow who promised you. The religion which promises you, when you reach heavens, there with God you shall be happy. Where is the hope? When you reach there, you don't know whether you are reaching there or not. And by chance you reach there and there is nothing, then you don't know how to question. Are you getting that point? How dangerous it is? That is why most religions thrive on promises and belief. Because if you challenge the belief, that whole system will collapse. Understand? Upanishads do not demand your unquestioning faith. It demands your questioning. Pariprasnena tad vidhi. Know this by questioning. Therefore you shall see. Just because the teacher said, the student doesn't grab it. He goes on questioning. Why? How can you say I am free? I feel bound. How can you say I am immortal when I am dying? Are you getting that? That is why there will be a beautiful discussion with the teacher and the student. The student has to prove he is mortal. You can't prove you are mortal. Do you know why? I told you that class, I think. You can't prove you are mortal. Because whatever you prove as mortal is not who you are, but what you have. Your body is mortal. You are not. Your thoughts are changing. You are not. Your world around is changing. You are not. Anything you prove as changing is not you, who you are, but what you have. That's why it's easier for the teacher to prove you are immortal, absolute. Anyway, it will come. So, he says, Sadhyo. Sadhya means now. Even when you don't know you are it, can you believe it? Where from the confidence of the teacher comes? Because he sees something about the student which the student himself doesn't see. That is where comes the beauty of it. It's like a sculpture. See? You see that sculpture? See this wood? You think this wood was always like this? In that wood, the sculptor saw this sculpture, saw this design. If you look at it, only fuel. He saw the picture in the wood. And what did he do? He removed all that the picture is not. And picture came up. Did he carve a picture or removed all that the picture is not? What is carving? Are you getting that? He is not carving the picture. He is removing all that the statue is not. Once you remove all that the statue is not, the statue emerges. Are you getting that beautiful point? No teacher gives you who you are. He removes all that you are not. It's a lovely painting. That's a teaching is like a painting. It's literally like a sculpting. Its only difference is when the wood is there, the sculptor puts the thrust with chisel and hammer. The wood succumbs, doesn't resist. In teaching, you have to work on a mobile surface. A living mind. Are you getting that point? It's a living mind. That is why while teaching, suppose you understood, because the teacher has arrested your mind and given it to you. With the strength of teaching, holds it, gives it to you. You see it, not bad. When you go back home, that's what happens. When people ask you, how was the class? Tremendous. What did he teach? I don't know. Because you understand what he speaks, but you can't make it out for yourself. Why? You don't know how to think. That is why, go back. Aptokti khananam. Whatever he says, go and dig. Listen to it. Yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. Okay, let me pick it up. It's like I took you for a walk to the mountain. As you are walking, remember the landmarks, so that by yourself tomorrow you can go. Suppose while walking, you enjoyed the walking so much with me, you forgot the landmark. Tomorrow somebody says, can you go? Oh, it's a beautiful walk, but I don't remember the way, Exactly like that. As you learn, that is why A, B, C, D. Beginner's books, you study, study, study. Think it out, see for yourself. Oh my God. Excellent. Okay. So he says now, just read it. Now the Guru says, the teacher says, I shall teach you. So that is accepted of the student itself is a great fortune. Because when you see a bright student, you should not stop. No teacher can stop teaching. He start teaching. And then what does he teach? Read. We shall see in the afternoon. But just read the verse. Mokshasya hetu prathamo nigadyate vairagyamatyantamanitya vastushu tatassamaschapi damasti tiksha nyasa prasakta khila karmanam bhrusham tatasrutistat mananam satatva dhyanam chiram nitya nirantaram munehe tato vikalpam parametya vidwan yaiva nirvana sukham samrucchati mokshasya hetu prathamo nigadyate vairagyamatyantya nitya vastusu tatashamaschapi damasti tiksha न्यास प्रसक्ता अखिल कर्मणां वृषम् ततश्रुतिस्तन्मननं सतत्व ध्यानं चिरं नित्य निरन्तरं मुनेः ततो विकल्पं परमेत्य विद्वान् यैव निर्वाण सुखं समृच्छति. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. We shall see in the afternoon how this teaching, he says, mokshasya hetu prathamo nigate. What is that? How you be the free, right here and now. In 2 verses, he finishes in a nutshell, then goes on elaborating it. Later on, we'll see it at 4 o'clock. Please close your eyes.